Leo, welcome or welcome back to another video. My name is Brandon Tobias. It's an honor to have you here right now on this channel. If you're brand new, this channel is all about helping you to reach your highest possible life mission and circumstances in the areas of health, wealth, and true love and relationships. So welcome or welcome back. And let's go ahead and get right into your reading. Without further ado, this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising. And Leo, this is a timeless message. So whenever God drew you to this particular reading, know that this message is what you need to know for the highest possible good. Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising. What is it they need to know? Here now, through and with the power of unconditional love and light. Okay. All right, Leo, you're facing a circumstance right now. What I see, Queen of Cups, Nine of Swords with the Five of Swords, is you might be wondering, if I allow my full heart and my full soul. This is going to be subconscious, by the way. So I want you to feel into your body, into your soul, as I say. This is my specialty if you're new to me. You have a full heart, okay? A lot, like more than the average zodiac sign to give, generally speaking, to the world here. Okay, this is a reading that's right now focused on the world, giving your heart to the world, heart and soul to the world. Right now, I see you might be struggling subconsciously because of a fear that if you give all of yourself, you give all of your heart to the world, you give all of your soul to the world, you're going to leave or end up being hurt, betrayed, or abandoned. I'm picking up this childhood memory for the collective, you watching, okay? And could be to apply to one or many of you, just depending on the circumstances, where you were a child and you had so much to share, so much to give, so much light, so much laughter, so much love. And it's like you tried to share that with the world. I don't know why I'm seeing like 4th or 5th grade, right? Maybe you were on like doing a project or a science project. You're making a speech. You know, you were doing something with your heart, and something happened. You were like either made fun of, or you felt betrayed, or you were exiled, or something like that, or you were, I'm just seeing like an image of people throwing those paper little wadded balls at you, and ultimately being rejected. Okay. And this core memory, it doesn't have to be exactly that, but I'm getting a core memory for you, Leo, around this, told your subconscious self, okay, let this reveal it here and now in your soul, that if you share your true heart, if you share your true soul with the world, with other people, you are going to be rejected. You are going to be abandoned. And therefore, you should never, ever allow yourself to be that vulnerable again, because you can't trust the people or the other side of where and who and what you're sharing your heart and your soul to. And I want to apologize right now on the world's behalf. Okay, we collectively are very sorry for whatever you had to experience through us, because of people that made you feel like your heart, your soul, and your expression was inadequate, or that it was weird, or that it was dumb, or wasn't worthy, or that if you ever shared your truth again, that you would be hurt in this way. You didn't deserve that. No one deserves that. Okay, but especially you. But I have to share with you, and God wants me to tell you, if you found this message, it happened to you because you have so much to share. Ironically, you might think, God, why? And if you have a wound against God, right, this might be why. You might say, God, why in the hell, if I have so much to share, if I am Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, or Rising, why did you put me in this circumstance where I had this early core soul memory be created that if I share my soul, if I share my heart with the world, I will be betrayed, left behind, abandoned, hurt, exiled. I never want to do that again, God. By the way, I'm not religious, I'm not Christian, not Catholic. I just love God. God is an energy, okay? The consciousness of the universe. That's what I see and feel and experience God as, okay? And my guides and angels. So God is saying to you in this moment in time, hey, I put you through that so that you could recognize all of the gifts you have inside of you that you have to share. Because whenever there's a hurt or trauma, here's what I'm being channeled that I don't even know. Human Brandon doesn't know this, but this is what I'm channeling for you, Leo, specifically. I never heard this before. But when there's a hurt, there's a trauma done to us in a specific area about something specific, it causes us to be stronger, and more so to be more aware of what those gifts are than if we were to not have been hurt or traumatized in and about those specific areas. Okay. So think of it as a a necessary but uncalled for cocoon that God has put you in, the universe has put you in, ever since this may have happened, whenever it may have happened to you. And it doesn't have to be when you were a child, but it could be when you were younger, 9, 10, 11, 2, or sometime in your early adulthood, depending on your experience. That puts you through this experience so that you could go into the cocoon and really realize, in as much time as you needed, by the way, this is a timeless message, so whenever you're listening to this is relevant for you, as much time as you needed to actually fully explore and to identify and to be aware of and to be at peace with those parts of yourself. That has been the true purpose of not only this core memory, but the cocoon period that this core memory puts you into before, and so that you can express those gifts with more precision and exactness and authenticity and authority. Because it's only when you truly know exactly, precisely what you are and what you have to share and what to give, that you are truly confident and truly free to express those same gifts and qualities that you've been examining so far. Magician comes out, 8 of Pentacles. This is the cocoon period. God is saying, I'm sorry I had to put you through this, Leo. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive the world. But I promise you it's for your empowerment. I know you didn't see it then, and maybe up until this moment in time, you didn't see it like this until now. But I promise you it was because I wanted you to be empowered. And he's saying, I don't care if you forgive me, but please just forgive the people. Please forgive the world. Because I had them act through me for this. Okay. What better way to represent, right, visually through the art form of tarot, a cocoon than the 8 of Pentacles with the Magician? I had the empowerment, the confidence within you worked on 8 of Pentacles through this experience, and I apologize for that. I apologize for that because I know it was painful. And I know it was horrible to go through. And human Brandon, hear me if I can speak. I know what this is like too. Because oftentimes when I'm channel, I get these experiences and they also apply to me. Okay? But I also know that that pain, that suffering, for the gifts that you have inside of you, Leo, your gifts, your talents, your words, your expression, whatever it is you have inside of you that you felt at this moment in time was unworthy, is too important. It's too powerful for you to keep it dormant inside due to the pain, okay? Due to the rejection, due to the thoughts of betrayal or abandonment here. God is calling you to have strength. This is your card. This is literally your card in the tarot. This is, I mean, what, what do you want me to say? This is the lion. You're the lion. Okay. But if you're watching this, this is an internal lion, right? This is in the middle of your soul. You have an internal lion inside of you that's wanting to come out, wanting to roar. Now, you know, a lot of you have shared. I think it's great that this is when I talk, it's good for it's inspirational. It's a pep talk from the guides and angels, and that's great. But I want this also to be, my intention is like instructions to help you unwind this, to help you heal. Okay. So what I want you to do in conjunction with this, if this is resonating with you, is I want you to go back to those memories, Leo. I want you to look and ask your soul, because that's where this lion is sitting, right inside of your soul, right inside of your belly, okay, right here in your solar plexus and lower belly. And I want you to ask, what is it that happened to me at that time that is keeping me or kept me from ever wanting to share my full heart, soul, and expression to and for the world ever again? And I want you to personally go back and I want you to forgive those people and that incident and perhaps God, if you need to, for putting you through that. you have an apology from God himself. He doesn't do that often. I mean, I've channeled for a little while here. I haven't always channeled God, but since I've channeled God, he doesn't often say that. So take that as it resonates. But, and if you don't believe in God, that's okay, but from the world at least, right? Being told to tell you. All right, cherry card with the Six of Pentacles here with the Strength. Okay. So the end goal of this reading, the intention here behind it is we want you to be fully confident, fully empowered to be able to give all of yourself to the world without holding back. Because it's in the giving, it's in the sharing, it's in the expression, it's in trusting in your gifts. Okay, this is very specific for you to reach the right people at the right time. Let this reading itself, by the way, I'm being told to tell you, give you the confirmation that if you just happen to come across this reading, whether you're a subscriber or not, this is the first time you're seeing me and God and the angels here channeling in this way, let that this message and the way that YouTube delivered it to you be a confirmation that if you just do the thing, if you just bring out the energy, bring out the power, bring out the expression, God will find a way, the universe will find a way to deliver it to the right people. But the action has to come first. Okay? Not so much the how, not so much the logical part, not so much the logistics behind it, although those parts will come into play. Okay, we promise you those parts will come into play, but it's the doing first that he wants to activate within you at this moment in time, Leo specifically, Sun, Moon, Venus, rising, so that you are free. And this is the main emotional baggage or blockage that might be keeping you from that freedom at this moment in time. Okay. This reading, the purpose of it is to eliminate, Ten of Swords, Two of Pentacles, any doubts, any wishy-washiness as to whether or not you, Leo, in this moment in time, should or are capable of moving forward with the expression of all of your gifts in this lifetime. And God and the angels are giving me a direct promise to you. Here it is. I'm just going to say it. If you do the thing, if you heal this wound, right, per the instructions here, and you do the thing and you share it, you express it, you create it, you allow those gifts from your heart and your soul to be shared with the world, and you just get into action in that way, God and the universe will find a way to, as they mentioned, deliver it to the right people and allow you to receive what you need to keep going indefinitely. Whether that's money and resources, security, better health, better mental well-being, emotional well-being, love and relationship and companionship, all the things that us humans need in order to be happy and thrive, He, God, the universe, will deliver to you if you just do the thing. Not because it's a job, not because it's like a certain task you have to do or anything like that, although it is a task in some ways, but because the energy that you'll be expressing from that place within you will bring to you automatically, all the things that you need, including love, including wealth, including security. It's the doing, the action, and the expression of this inner energy without, for the people, for the world, that then translates to you receiving everything that you've ever wanted and needed in this lifetime. Okay. Even if you want and have to be selfish about it and say, you know what? I've given my heart to the world for so long. I've been so selfless and so generous with my time and energy. It's about time that I received what I need and what I want too. Good. So trust that from this point forward, if you allow these wounds to be healed and if you allow the true actions within you, the things you've been hiding away, the things you've been keeping dormant for a little while, Leo, you know exactly what those things are. That action, that energy in and of itself will attract those things that you want and those things that you need in time. In time is another big caveat here, right? This is not about getting rich or getting successful overnight or famous or in love and relationship, right? Whatever it is that you want the most, everyone's going to be different. Okay. I myself, I enjoy money. I enjoy wealth. Maybe a little bit of fame, okay, and love. I enjoy all those things. You maybe you're different. Whatever it is you need the most, okay, that's what will come to you. Whatever it is you want the most will come to you for the highest good in time. But Ten of Wands here is the work as well. God wants to emphasize this will be work. This will be work. Yeah. As you activate this, as you release these wounds or these fears from the past trauma that might be here hidden inside, it will allow you and also call you to work at it consistently. Consistently. And what I'm hearing is the more you do that specific action that resonates within your soul, that might have been dormant, right? Those gifts that you might have been keeping inside because of this particular emotional trauma, slowly, like the compound effect, right? I'm seeing a snowball. Okay. The more you do those actions, the more and more and more the energy will build, and the more and more eventually the resources and the love and all the things that you want in life will be attracted to you. Including, by the way, your happily ever after. Your happily ever after. Because right now, also a part of you, even though this is off to the side, right? In this particular reading, these two cards over here are kind of off to the side, bottom left corner, right? Something in the back of your mind is, well, all I kind of really want is to have my happily ever after, to have my person, to have my family, to be happy, to be healthy. And yeah, the money and the fame and the other cool experiences, those are good, but I really just kind of want that at the core of me. That's really what I am and what I really want. And God is saying, if you trust in me, if you trust in me, and you allow yourself to be fully unveiled and fully expressed and fully adamant about the consistency and the focus on your work at this moment in time from within you, you will also have that. That will not be lost to you. You are not sacrificing your work or your focus or this relation. You're not sacrificing you for this relationship or this happily ever after. You're not sacrificing, I should say, that part of you. I.e., this soul work that we're talking about, the science behind it, right? The spiritual science behind it, is that when you are doing this soul work, this soul expression, it also, if you desire it, will attract that for you. Okay? That's the two go in tandem. The two of those go hand in hand. It's not one or the other. It's one with the other. My soul work, my expression, my highest possible good for the world, and what I receive in return as well is even more love, even more of my happily ever after, even more of my person in this lifetime. And I say that, I address that because I want you to know that God knows that. Okay? Even though this is clearly not focused around love or relationship specifically, God hasn't forgotten that piece of you, Leo. And he knows that you want that. Like, even more than you have now, but depending on your situation, right? Wherever you're at, if you're watching this reading, even more than you have it now. And so he's making sure to deliver that to you in this reading and say, I got you with that. I'm not going to ask you to do this and also tell you you're going to have to sacrifice this or that you can only have one or the other. No, you get both in this lifetime. But this is the action, this is the way of being that will even more so draw or attract that to you. Okay? The energy of success. This is the main magnetic attractor for you, for love, for your happily ever after, for all the things that you've ever desired. The energy of success. And the energy of success is not an external thing, by the way. It's not something that you have to think about. Oh, how do I be? No, no. That's the point of this reading, right? You can, I'm sure, and you already have been very successful from the mind logically if you're watching this reading. Like, you know how to do that, Leo. I have no doubt. Okay. But the energy of success is one from within that is saying internally, yes, I am being all that I can be for the world from myself. I am expressing all that I have to express from myself for the world, for the benefit of others, just for the sake of expressing it in my own self. And just for the sake of fully potentializing all of my gifts inside. That is the true energy of success. And that energy of success is what draws to you all the things that you need. Okay? Including love. Including your happily ever after here. One of the things here that I'm getting to, and that's why I'm emphasizing this, is Five of Cups with the Six of Cups is you might feel like, yeah, if you go after the energy of success, I don't know why this is blurry. There we go. If you go after the energy of success, that you would have to give that side up. Or maybe in the past you felt you had to choose between those two worlds, or that if you chose to go after and be your true self, your soul working self, your successful self, that you would leave this part behind, or that it wouldn't come to you. And if that has happened to you before, in the past, in this lifetime, and you started to work into and express who you really are and your true soul self, and you had to give this up, that wasn't really for you in the first place. And whoever the person is that you're meant to be with in a happily ever after, with in your family here, right, your love life, that person, no matter who and what that is, will come to you, will find you, and you will find them, no matter what, through that soul work. And in the past, you may have had to go into that soul part of you, and that actually caused a separation. That actually caused a breakup with people that you've cared about and loved in the past. And that's a trauma here, too. Okay. But that was so that you could learn the lesson that as long as I am true to myself, Leo, as long as I am true to myself and my soul and all of my expression, the right person will find me in time. And the wrong people or the wrong person for me will leave and never come back. The right person may leave, but if they're the right person, they will always come back. And that is a channel message for you at this moment in time. And we say that for you, Leo, because we want you to be free fully. We're only saying that to you, right? God only reveals the information to those who are ready. So if you're watching this, you are ready to receive this specific information, that we want you to be free. We want you to know, hey, yes, the right person, even if they are not in your life now or they left you, and you go into your soul work and they're the right person, they will be with you. And the wrong person, if they left your life and you go into your soul work, they will never come back. It's just how it works. Okay. So the more you dive into your correct energy of success, the more it brings the right person to you. And the more actually it helps the right person to heal and transform to be able to be perfectly fit for you. Okay. Perfect match for you. Okay. Yeah. Full card with the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So this is what life is about. This is what God and the angels are advising you if you're watching this reading. Full card with the Nine of Pentacles, with the Nine of Pentacles, is actually about committing to that self-oriented success. This is perfectly illustrated, right? I love when the cards are so in tune with God's words and the angels' channelings. I'm committing to my own self-success. Full card, taking a leap of faith. Even if I don't know it tangibly, even if I don't see it tangibly, even if it's uncertain at this moment in time, that in its own right, in its own way, in its own self, will lead me to, and lead towards me all that I want in this lifetime. I don't have to worry. I don't have to worry that if I focus on those parts of myself at this time, I'm missing out on family. I'm missing out on love. I'm missing out on fill in the blank. Mm-mm. Rather, if I focus on those parts of me and my expression now, it will lead me to all of those things that I want, including my love and my happily ever after. Get some clarity here. We'll talk about the extended. By the way, if you do want to go deeper into this reading and you are dealing with a relationship or a person, we will be having an extended that will be talking specifically about your person's current healing and their lessons right now. And you can find that in the description box below if you are interested. Let's go ahead and get some clarity on this reading at this moment. Now, let's clarify the strength card for Leo. Sun, Moon, Venus rising through the power of unconditional love and light. Okay. Now, clarifying strength. Remember, strength card was, we talked about your internal lion, right? Your internal strength, your internal energy of success, essentially. Right now, specifically, okay, God wants you to know the energy of success is not so much external. Right? We mentioned that a little bit before, but more so, High Priestess with the Queen of Wands, it's what are the actions inside of me at this moment in time, intuitively looking for the actions that are already inside of me, that already resonate with me deeply, right? That I already feel I have a gift or a talent to be able to be, do, express, that I've always had since I was a child, by the way, where I can find confidence, Queen of Wands here, and empowerment. And Page of Swords is now the how part starts to come in, looking, right, eyes wide open to how and where can I start to express, right, these internal gifts of mine to and for the world. To get super practical, what platform, what medium, what vehicle do I want to write a blog? Do I want to start a YouTube channel or TikTok or an Instagram Reels? Do I want to start a newsletter? Do I want to go out on the streets and start to sing, right? And make speeches. Okay. It can be whatever. It doesn't have to be online. It can be. I would say that's the opportunity in the next 10 and 20 years, to be honest, to really have a great vehicle, right? To be able to express our gifts, generally speaking, right? That's outside of this reading. But it's starting to feel two things. Number one, what are those gifts specifically for me that I really feel I have that natural talent of being able to express? And number two, where and how can I start to do the actions that God and the angels have outlined for you, right? Remember, doing the actions themselves is the thing that draws everything to you. Okay. But more so the question would be where and how can I do those actions that will allow others to be impacted by them? Where I personally feel there's a reflective question for you, okay? Where I personally feel I can be seen or my gifts can be landed with the most amount of people with wherever I'm at. And maybe you are brand spanking new to all of this, but you know you have incredible gifts inside and you don't have any vehicles of expression. That's okay. Maybe you're only one person is seeing it, two people are seeing it. Maybe it's a Facebook post, three people are seeing. That's okay. Remember, it will snowball in time. It's about the consistency. It's about the work, right? And so there's no excuses. My point is there's no excuses to say, oh, well, if I were to do this thing and be this thing, I'd only one person would see it or no one would see it. It's like, that's okay. Remember, the action, the energy itself is what's most important. The how and the vehicle and the exposure, that will all grow in time. Trust me, from human Brandon, that will grow in time. Okay? It just takes time. It takes that consistency. But the most important part is getting started and remembering to stay consistent with that as well, because that will allow the snowball, the snowball effect, the compounding effect to occur. Let's clarify the Magician here. Six of Swords here with the Queen of Swords and the Five of Wands. I feel intuitively that um, I really feel intuitively for a lot of you, because what I felt when I was clarifying this, the magician is like, what is the main thing keeping you from this empowerment, right? Going into the soul, going into the wounds, and really seeing what is the main thing keeping me. I feel like for a lot of you, it's like one person, like maybe this is a mom or a dad, okay? Could be, or a relative, something like that. Or maybe it was like a close, it could be, for some of you, it could be a close friend, right? When you were a child or growing up. Like someone could be an ex-partner for some of you, right? Or an ex-partner could have reflected this person. But I really get for most of you, it's this could be one person that when you were young, I'm just getting, could have uh, put up a lot of, could be manipulative or sabotaging energy towards you, or had just this energy, even if it wasn't outright, right? Six of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the Five of Wands, where they didn't like it, right? It was like they felt threatened by your expression and your gifts, is the best way to put it. But I also get that they may not have, they may not have told you this outright. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, if it was a mother, just saying, it doesn't have to be, but it could have been this very subtle energy of like, oh, that's great, honey, you know, whatever, blah blah blah, but you know, you should be doing this, you know, like some type of thing like that, where it's very very subtle, but it kind of put this energy of doubt within yourself of like, oh, well, I guess I'm really not that amazing, you know. Or it could have been a friend doing the same thing, right? Fill in the blank. This is just this general reading, so obviously there's a lot of different, I'm just channeling some possibilities, but that's what I want. I want you to look at that. God wants you to look at that as like Six of Swords. Like, who was it? Who was it that really, you know, when you were younger, when you were really in that kind of developmental stage, put up those shields and guards and kind of cause some hesitation within you, or cause you to doubt your power, right? And your impact. And also possibly what I'm hearing is your direction in life. Because that honestly might change everything. If you can identify, Leo, who and where and what caused your direction, because what I'm getting is this person could have been agitated or in a very subtle way trying to like redirect you from the thing that actually was your life mission or was a very strong part of you, and you didn't even realize it, right? Like, oh, I guess I should just go be normal like everyone else, but it was actually like, it's directing you away from being the greatness inside of you, you know. And that happened because that person was subconsciously triggered because they did not allow, or they do not allow their gifts to come out inside of them. And they didn't want you to maybe threaten that, you know, or they felt subconscious about that. Very, very interesting reading. Wow. Very interesting information. Let's clarify the Queen of Cups as well, to the power of unconditional love. Four of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the Eight of Wands. I told you this is a direct confirmation as well that this is actually about your person. Okay, so if you are dealing with a person, of course, we're going to talk about that even more in the extended, but and I often do get multiple messages from the same cards, right? Different meanings from the same cards. Is this is you. We're talking about you and your expression for the world, right? This Queen of Cups is what that was originally channeling for, but as you step in more of that, right? As you choose to express more of your soul, yourself to the world, that actually translates to your person wanting to give the world to you. Yeah. Give their heart, give their soul, give a stable Ace of Pentacles commitment and union to you. And Eight of Wands is signifying the more you step into that energy for you, the more your person does that as well, because you two are connected on a soul level. Okay, I do read very often for the twin soul connection, which means as you shift into your energy of greatness and alignment, it aligns your person as well, but in the ways that they're meant to do, and also in the ways that you're meant to do. Okay, and they're the same energy, but they're just in different expressions, right? So whereas your heart may be growing in your ability, to give to the world and to express those gifts, your person's lesson is actually to be able to grow into their trust and their willingness to give their heart and their soul to a relationship And particularly what I'm seeing in this reading is for you. So if you are dealing with a person in a situation, this is essentially what's happening and what will continue to happen and is what is going to happen. Eight of Wands here. And even if you do know this person, awesome. If you don't know this person, then that's the person you're going to find. Okay, that's the person that's going to be presented to you on a silver platter in such an obvious fashion that you cannot miss it. Okay. Direct channeled information. Like as you move forward, as you grow in this way that we're channeling, that literally that's what will come to you. Okay. In the right way, from the right person at the right time, in the perfect way. Six of Wands. Energy of success. Final three of this entire reading. Here now through the power of unconditional love. Then we'll get advice. Seven of Swords, Eight of Cups, and Two of Wands. Yeah. It's so funny because this is about this whole reading, Leo, is essentially about being true to yourself. Okay, in every possible way. Because if you're true to yourself and you're really being honest with yourself and you're really examining and finding those ways in which you're meant to express to the world, that's a very certain way. Right? That's what I'm getting. It's like it's a one track road for you watching. It's not like 20 different things or even 5 different things. It's like once you really identify that energy, it's this is what I am. This is what I'm here to bring to the world. This is what is most impactful. And this is what I enjoy and I feel most in my energy of success doing. And that's what that does is it eliminates the need to even consider any other options in love or in life, by the way. In love or in life. Okay. Because we start to realize we're meant for one way of expression. And yeah, maybe there's different ways in which we express that expression, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm not opposed to like, different ways of expression, but there's one energy. That's really what I'm trying to communicate is there's one energy in which we are here to express, right? Primarily. One way in which our gifts are most seen or most elevated naturally without us even trying effortlessly. Okay. And so this message right here is actually to say there's God wants us and you watching in particular to stop trying to find other ways up in the head, Two of Wands, or looking outside of you, okay, to find that way. Because at the end of the day, at a certain point, you're just lying to yourself. And I mean that with all the love and the respect in the world. I hope you know that. I hope you can feel that, right? If I think that, oh, this certain job out there or this certain other way of being or this certain opportunity out there is maybe that's the fit for me, or maybe this is the fit, or maybe that person's the fit, right? It's like there's all these different, it's like at the end of the day, you're just going more and more and more outside of yourself. When the true way of being, the true energy, the true person, all of that's already here. There's no more need, Leo, to look outside of here. Okay. And I say that with all the love in the world, and also, in love and in life, because if you are already connected with the person and dealing with the person, then that's the one. That's the one. Just let it be, and see where that track leads you. And one thing to know too is whether or not you do know this person or not. And I am talking to both variants of people, right? People who know and people who don't know. Staying true to the energy of either that person or the energy of what you feel is for you in terms of true love will also keep you on track. Okay? They're one and the same. The energy of true love and your person and the energy of success. Both will lead or redirect you back to one another. Okay? So there's no more need to look outside at all these possibilities. Because at the end of the day, you might know here, right? It's only coming up if you know this, that, hey, I keep trying to look at all these different possibilities, but at the end of the day, I keep getting redirected because I know I'm just lying to myself. Those things aren't true. Those things aren't for me. Those people aren't for me. This is for me. Final three. And there's the sun. That must be a strong message for you. God saying that just turned the light bulb on for a lot of you. Hey, that's the one. Okay, go with it. See where that track leads you. Final advice for Leo, Sun, Moon, Venus, rising at this moment in time. Four of Swords, King of Wands, and the Justice card. Okay. So this time for you, the advice. This is the advice, right? Is actually to spend some time internally with yourself, Leo. Four of Swords here with the King of Wands, Justice card, about really reflecting on this. What is true for you? What is a true way of being and expression for you? And what isn't? What is the Two of Wands, Seven of Swords, the lies? Right? What are the lies you might have told yourself over the years about who you are, what you want, what type of person you are, et cetera, or what you need to be? Okay, what you need to be in order to impress others or to be significant or successful, right? Bringing you outside of the natural way of success, but the ways you thought you needed to be successful. And what is really true for me? God is saying, we want you right now, this is a perfect time to take some time to reflect on that. Four of Swords here. I don't know where it went, but it got lost in the sea of cards. Four of Swords here. To reflect on what's, I don't need the cards to channel. The channel messages to reflect on what's true for you and let go of the rest. Okay. That's your advice so that you can be most true for you and the world, but mostly to you, because when you are most true to you, it creates the most blissful, enjoyable, prosperous, and successful experience of life that you can possibly ever imagine. And we want that for you and nothing more, Leo, in this lifetime and beyond. Okay. Thank you so much for watching, Leo. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to go deeper and get a reading specifically about your person, whoever this is on the other side of you, and what they're feeling towards you in this moment in time, their current healing, and where they're at, generally speaking, that will be in the extended reading. So be sure to check the description box below. I love you all. Thanks so much. Be sure to subscribe if you're new here. Hit that like button. I really appreciate it. And of course, be sure to leave your experience in the comments below. We'd all love to hear from you, Leo, more so than you ever knew. I love you all. I'll see you guys on the extended or on the next one. Bye for now.